Welcome to a DropTent media production.
Gibber in the mirror on some non-stop chop. Some gon' leave it in the beef upon the floor. Drop bars on stop around Mars. Cause the damn dark guns shine my feet.
Trying to say that you like eavesdropped on someone. You're like, yo, I heard strong.
I heard strong. Did you guys say my name? I heard you guys were talking about muscles. Is that
room?
should I, dude? That's one of my favorite bits to do. Is like when like you like wave at somebody or something, and they wave to you, and you're like, should I come over? And they're like, I'm what? And you're like, should I come over? I'm gonna come over there. And you're like,
Welcher's bit?
No. Welcher's bit is you go to the bathroom, and then as soon as you come back, he acts like you just got to the bar. He's like, Geoff, over here. And I'm like, no, I know. I just was sitting over there next to you 2 seconds ago, and then I went to the bathroom.
That's sick. That's his coping mechanism. He's just
because he misses me.
Exactly.
Because he misses me. Yeah, no. My bit. I did that I did my bit to Ben Simmons at Xfinity before, because I was like had his jersey and he was like in the booth at Xfinity, like the box office seats at the bar, and I like there's a bunch of Phillies fans, and I was just like, yo, Ben Simmons, and he was like, he pointed to me, and then I was like, should I come up? Should I come up with you? And he like looked away, and then he pointed to me like again like 10 minutes later, because I was still in the same spot, still pulling my jersey, like, did you see it? And he's like, yeah, dude, I saw you. And I was like, I think he wants me to come up there and get pretzels. Like
he puts down a step stool. He was like, you should come to me. You climb up, you give him a little kiss on the cheek.
I did think about it for a second, where I was like, if I walk in there like I know fucking Ben Simmons, who the fuck are they gonna say I don't know Ben Simmons? Like, how do you know until you bother Ben Simmons about knowing me? And now I already feel like I won because he's already right there talking to me.
That's actually such a sick plan. That's like the
confidence is key in anything you do. I promise. If you just walk in confident as shit and you walk to like the back of a restaurant, no one will question you. People will be like, "Who the fuck?"
Oh no, for sure.
I think it was that. Was that the cup guy? Was he bringing plates? What's he doing here?
Ugly enough shoes, definitely. They're gonna be like, those are non-slip.
I just walk into liquor stores and bars and walk in the back, and people are like, "Hey."
Well,
I'm like, oh, "Hey."
You look like you really need some alcohol. You look like they're
That's
like.
what I mean. Don't you think they'd be like, "Sir, wait your turn"? No, they don't. They're like, "What's up?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm next to the mozzarella sticks all of a sudden.
So I don't question that you have the confidence to do that. But, like, how much confidence do you have? Like, would you try to convince Ben Simmons that he knows you? Like, would you go up to Ben and be like, dude?
No, because here's the deal. That plan wouldn't work on Ben Simmons. If I was like, dude, do you remember we used to know each other?
He's got good D.
What?
He's got good D.
He's got good D. But he'd probably be like, oh, I might know you, but I don't want you in here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, it's definitely plausible. I know you and forgot who you were.
So, all right. So what you're saying is you got one of those faces, and the face that you have is like probably a face of someone he doesn't like. Like,
no, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, because it's impossible. I'm saying that he's so big and famous, and probably like definitely slurps his own Kool-Aid so much that I could be like, dude, we used to go to like, we went to that party, or we used to do that investment thing at the Body Fit gym one time, and he'd be like, cool, I'm at a bar right now and I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't think he would be like, I don't know you. Do I know you? He'd be like, cool. And like move on.
I get that. I've mentioned her before, but some chick I went to high school with who I barely knew is an Eagles cheerleader now. And I swear, after high school, Facebook algorithm was like, you don't talk to chicks. I'm going to take her off your feed, dude. Like, I didn't see any posts from her till the day she joined the squad. And it was just like fucking pom-poms and ass out. Now I see every post she makes. I like that one post, dude. That one
feels weird, 'cause I love the Eagles, and I don't get that algorithm.
Well, I think that it's just like, dude, this guy's friends with an Eagles cheerleader. That's like the upper echelon of people he's ever gonna know. We gotta.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's like when a celebrity like adds you back on Twitter, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
is she still the most famous person you know? She might be the highest social class in your. You know what I mean? Like, she might.
I've met famous people, but
you know her.
Yeah,
know you.
Yeah, no, I mean,
might be.
I wouldn't be able to go up to her like, hey, like, you know, or like, check out my pom poms. Like, she wouldn't.
Yo, whatever high school we went to.
But if I was like, all right, so here's who I am, she'd be like, oh, great. I thought you were going to stab me. It's great to know that we actually know each other and you're
Hold on,
not.
let me tell you who I am. And she's like, okay, all right.
Hang on. Let me tell you your blood type. All right.
Let
now
me
that I have
tell you who I am. Dude, that'd be a real weird vibe.
Hey, it's better to tell than to show in that case. I'd rather someone grab me and say, let me tell you who I am, than someone grab me and say, let me show you who I am.
If somebody grabbed me and said, let me show you who I am, I'd be like, I don't have time for any witch magic today, sir. I don't need to see.
You would
like,
take that?
Yeah, I feel like they'd be like, let me show you who I am, and I'd be like, you're too close to my soul. Like, I need you to back up. I'm like within soul grabbing range of you right now.
See, I would assume I'm getting my ass kicked.
That's never appeared for me.
I don't like to assume that. That's not something I like to do.
I've never been scared in my entire life.
You're like a porcupine, dude. You got that spiky back, dude. You know if anyone comes for your soft underside, that you just gotta roll over on them.
How come the UFC hasn't had somebody named the porcupine yet?
We had the barn cat.
Those are different, Rusty.
I know, but that's a sick nickname. The barn.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
It's not.
I looked at you
The
like that because it's
barn cat?
not.
That sounds like I wanted a cat, but not enough to have it in my house.
That's like you shot it with a BB gun and it lived, and you're like, you can stay, cat.
That's funny. I think that's probably how Aaron views you. You know what I mean? Just like, I like him, but I don't want him in the same place as us.
No, I
And then
see
she
that.
was like, he needs to move out, and I would be like, Rusty, but he's so cute and fluffy, and I like to rub his belly. And she's like, no.
I
outside.
vacated the barn, dude. I was like, girls? No way. Way too many.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you were a
girls,
gay barn
dude.
cat.
I wasn't a gay barn cat. I
You're
was
like girls.
I was in the barn cat boys club, dude. Barn cat boys club for life. I got my secret.
Cat boys club. Wait, stop! I didn't know there was a group name, and now I'm interested. Now I want to be.
You are, dude.
Wait, I just figured it out. I am president of the club.
How? How did that happen?
Listen, how does someone become the owner of a team? They buy it. I bought it. I bought the domain while we were talking.
So
You're not allowed to own the ID anymore. It's been trademarked.
You're trumping way too hard. Yo, Barn Cat Boys Club would be fucking sick. Just hanging out with your little fucking yeehaw friends in the fucking barn.
You know who would actually be automatically in Barn Cat Boys Club? Cody. Cody would be automatic. He might be the mascot before he even knew he was a part of it. He might already be the visual representation that is Barn Cat Boys Club.
I feel like I'm gonna tell Cody about this, and he's just gonna like yoke me up and be like, "Never talk about Barn Cat Boys Club."
He will, dude. He'll text you. He texts me at random times at like 2 a.m, addressing something we said on a podcast, and I'll just be like, "Yo, don't you fucking say that shit about me." And I'm like, "Wait, what? I think I said that a week ago."
Hey, he's catching up.
Wait, is there a way? And I don't know if there is. There's probably not. I was going to say, is there a way to send a voicemail to someone?
I don't think so. Do you think
yes,
maybe?
There is. Yes, there
Okay.
is. Evan,
Fuck
if I
yeah.
send this to you, would you be able to play it through, or no? Because it is, or I can play it through my thing. It's up to you.
My phone's actually pretty damn loud, so let me see how it sounds through my phone.
Okay, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm sending it over, Evan, to you right now. It is my new favorite voicemail of all time. Of all time. And I've had a phone for a pretty long time. And it is my favorite voicemail I have ever received. To the point where I was like, oh, I forgot I had a voicemail. I should check it. And as I played it, I just started giggling out loud to myself. And I
The Barn Cat Boy himself.
it's the Barn Cat Boy himself. It's Cody calling me at actually a pretty reasonable early hour for him.
I'm gonna transfer it over to my computer. Give me a second.
You do you, buddy.
Wait, 6:30 p.m. or a.m.?
6:30 p.m. No, a.m. would be right in Cody's Q zone.
No, dude. Cody's Q zone is like 5:40, and they're very different because sometimes
between 4 and 5:40.
Okay.
Because I get a lot of 4:22s. Like he just hit that 4:20 a.m. smoke and was like, calling my buddy Geoff.
I talked to him on Sunday. Wait, is this when he called you?
Sunday? Wait, what was Sunday? The 20. What was that? 2 days ago? 23rd? Sunday. You call me Sunday.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Because he called me and he was like, "Hey, dude, I got a list of people that I need to call back." And you were pretty low on the list at first, but then I realized I like you a lot more than most of these people. So I figured I'd get you out of the way now, have a nice conversation, then we'll do some
That
important.
was really nice that he contradicted himself like that. He's like, I like you the most, so let's knock this out of the fucking way, huh? Let's
No, he
get
was
this
saying
over
I
with.
was least important. Like he's a businessman. Like he's like wheeling and dealing, eating sushi off babes. Dude, just eating sushi off babes, slurping raw fish.
He's eating sushi off babes?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa. What is he, a Barn Cat Boy Club or something, dude? What is he, the fucking mascot? What kind of person eats? I don't even know if that's like, I don't even know if that's a baller move. It just kind of feels like if you were like, oh, I ate dinner off this like hot chick, and it was like, oh, what was it? And you were like, spaghetti. You'd be like, oh, I don't know. That's kind of a
Spaghetti.
yeah, like, oh, I don't know.
No, you know who the real Barn Cat Boys Club is? It's the North Koreans roaming around fucking confiscating succulent dogs.
Oh yeah, the succulent dog thing. I know. I have a question. I didn't know. Like, who thought of describing dogs like that? Because it seems like it's not about pets. It doesn't seem like an adjective for pets.
I just can't imagine looking at a dog and possibly thinking that they look appetizing. Maybe like a French bull, like maybe Rob Dyrdek's dog. I would eat Rob Dyrdek's dog. And I don't
my first live sneeze cast.
Firing him off.
Here's the deal. I sneeze aggressively. Sorry about that.
Bless you. Sorry.
I think I put my hair in a knot with a sneeze. I think I have a dreadlock or something back here now. Fuck. No, wait.
You just sneeze so hard that you're appropriating other cultures. Like, oh man, I'm celebrating Kwanzaa.
Oh man, I'll tell you right now. I forgot how much I didn't like white girls in dreads and braids and stuff like that. And then I saw one recently, and I was like, oh, I don't like this. Take it off.
All right,
take it off.
Even when it looks good, it never looks natural. It always looks like it's like a video game create a character or some fucking Lego hair that they like switched on. You know what I mean?
I don't know why, because and I think the biggest thing is sometimes you don't realize how much a girl does her eyebrows. Sometimes like when that hair is braided and it's in like crazy, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Now all of a sudden I'm getting all of this woman's face and it's just like, in Jamaica, and you're like, oh no. Like,
wait, Geoff, do you know when I realized how much time women put into their brows? When my homegirl got her eyebrows tattooed on and said it would save her time. I was like, how does it save you time? They're just there already. Like, I don't understand.
Here's my thing.
That's like if I like, I was like, oh man, I hate putting my contacts in. I'm just gonna get my fucking, I don't know, eyes.
A little different. A little different. But I will say, tattooed eyebrows look good right here. As soon as I'm right here, I'm going, is it flat? What's happening?
One like Amy Winehouse wall poster away, like across your room. Like you're like, hey, yeah, that's a good Amy Winehouse album.
I feel it's like those people who lost their jobs when we went to HD on TV, like the ones that were like, oh shit, what the fuck do we? That's what you.
Out for a minute. That's pretty sure I was tripping the first time I saw like actually HD TV because I couldn't handle it. When I thought like 30 Rock, dude, sometimes that would freak me out, dude.
Right, all the wrinkles.
While you're tripping.
Alcohol while you're tripping is not ideal. I'll say that. I think it's one of those things where the first time I realized like we had HD, but you know how sometimes like you watch channel 23, but it's like if you want to watch an HD, you have to turn on 523 or something. But I only knew the channels how I knew the channels. So I'd be like, fuck yeah, watching like ESPN or TBS or something. And my dad's like, what are you doing? We don't watch TV like a poor person. I pay for this shit. Fucking put it on. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll put it on. And then I put it on and someone's just like, today in the news. And you're like, oh, go put it back. I'd actually prefer a square ratio as well.
At the time, your dad's a manager at Blockbuster. He's just slaving away on these VHSs. Okay. All right, you're right. He just upgraded. But you know what? He saw his time at Blockbuster. Every time you watch standard definition, he had these flashbacks to fucking work.
Genuinely get upset. He's like, dude, I'm paying for this shit for you not to fucking watch it. Like I'd be watching the Eagles game and he'd be like, what are you put it
this looks like
on
poop.
HD? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, I have that pulled up, by the way, if you want to lead us into it again.
You're like, Dad, I can't put it in HD because I'm afraid I might be gay. Don't want the guys to be too handsome.
Man, the sweat is there. You know, listen, I'm cool with guys, but sweaty guys, that's...
Right? The tights look even tighter in HD. It's just like, oh my god, I can't.
I can see his jock strap.
Ass crack.
All right, let me preface.
Two-hand touch. All right.
This voicemail, now he called me and left me a voicemail, and I forgot about it until the next day. Like, I don't think I texted him until Monday morning, because I was like, I didn't even listen to the voicemail till Monday morning. Like, it just sat there, and I was like, oh yeah, Cody left me a message. And usually on the iPhone, you can click on a message, and it'll try to, like, closed caption right and, like, you know, translate it. And I click on it, before I press play, it just says, unable to transcribe. And I said, that sounds about right. That's right on brand for Cody. Like, I'm sure it's about to be like, and instead I got this wonderful masterpiece. Go ahead, Eb. I can't hear it if you can.
I assume this means the listeners can hear it. I can't hear it.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Oh, they can hear it. They can fucking hear it. Yeah.
Damn, this is fire. Sick.
I ran out of ideas to sing. I got the blues. And fuck the Jews. Yeah. Forgot why I called. Idiot. Good luck figuring out that. Oh,
Rusty.
I remember. I'm not going to tell you.
I could have been listening this whole time.
I wish we were all listening to it. Only Evan and the people were able to hear it. Rusty didn't get to hear it. So I don't get a reaction.
This is my podcast too. You do carry, but it's mine too. My name's in the title. It's Batman and Robin.
You should have sent it over the group chat.
Now, everyone who listens, everyone but me knows what this sounds like.
All right. So should I just play it through my thing?
No, send it to Rusty real fast so he can listen to it, and then we'll talk about it as he's listening to it, because I feel like he's going to react to it for sure.
Oh,
like,
I mean,
that was ridiculous.
Okay, Rusty, I'll let you listen to it.
This
you can do
sick.
whatever you want. Okay, well, I mean, now everybody else is like, that was awesome, but here we go, round 2.
Oh man.
Go ahead and listen to it, buddy. Hold on. You can put it near the microphone. Who gives a fuck?
Let's be honest here. He might be better than Kanye West.
Dude, he's bluesy as shit.
I think he's sober.
Dude, he's killing it. Wait till the end. He's got a great voice for it. Playing the dick out of that microphone, though, huh?
No,
or that harmonica, rather. Wait. So then I text him and I was like, dude, first of all, holy shit, that was actually a really tight jam. And he goes, yeah, dude, I shred. And I go, all good, what's up? because now I'm on the edge of my seat. And he goes, dude, what? Rusty didn't tell you? And I go, huh? And he goes, I don't know if I could say. And then I didn't get any answer. So I said, oh shit, I feel super left out right now.
Damn.
And he didn't answer me.
And
so he just kind of dropped by and left me a jingle.
I don't know what it could have been.
Wow. Well, that's
We talked for like
anticlimactic.
an hour.
I thought you were ready to tell me something.
No, dude, no.
Fuck.
Oh, no, man.
How good was the
Sick
song?
though. That was so good, dude.
Dude, he's bluesy.
Yeah, I liked it. He's like BB King, but like BB Gun. Like,
dude. And then he's got that fucking, like, that power raspy voice that he's got going on. Dude, Cody could be like the next Wheeler Walker Jr., but not country. You know what I mean?
I don't know what Wheeler Walker Jr. is. That sounds like
Wheeler Walker Jr. is? Come
no
on.
idea what the fuck that is.
Really?
Wheeler Walker Jr. That sounds like they're all.
It's fast food handicap place. No, it's dude. I feel like even if you didn't like the music, you'd respect the bit. I forget his real name off the top of my head. He's a comedian. He's just a comedian, and his like whole bit is anybody can do country music. I can do country music. And then he started making country songs that were kind of funny, and the music videos were like definitely like a comedian made them.
Okay.
And fans were like, "This shit sounds pretty damn good," and he starts selling like really well. And he's just like constantly like, "Here's the deal." And he's like in full outfit. Like imagine like Dan Ostrov does like the Real American.
Yeah.
Like he's in his own like I'm Wheeler Walker Jr. And you just get up there and be like, listen, Garth Brooks is a pussy. Like he was just like he almost was just doing a bit to fuck with country music stars. And it was a good bit.
That's a good bit. Yo,
I feel like Cody
would
could do
listen
that.
to I don't know what was his name. Oh, Barncat Blues, dude.
Barncat Blues.
Yeah,
The Barncat Blues and the first song is Boys Club. Oh my!
I don't know if I can picture a blues song called Boys Club.
I think I
don't
could.
want to picture that personally.
I think I could. They wouldn't let me. You know what I mean? Like Cody just fucking But then here's the thing: your vocals don't have to be that good because the fucking harmonica comes in, and you're like, and that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? Like,
not many people are here for the harmonica.
Me neither. That being said, my girlfriend carries one around in her purse at all times, so it can't be that dumb of an instrument.
I think that's a rape whistle, Geoff. I think
it's not. It's pretty big then. It's pretty big then.
So Bob Dylan played, right?
Was he raped?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I hope not.
Was that what his songs were all about? He was just screaming out.
He had a lot of art, a lot of passion.
A lot of passion, dude.
A lot of sorrow.
All I'm saying is Cody could be a fucking blues singer, dude. Just a fucking straight up blues singer who I feel like has a weird obsession with crocodile skin. You know what I mean? Like just the gator skin. Like belt, shoes,
Cody
earrings somehow.
The Barncat Blues Club wearing an all crocodile fucking outfit.
Yes, with a Steve Irwin pin. Just out of respect.
He makes his name off a riverboat, just going down. Going down. Yeah, you know. Going down Mississippi.
Riverboat going down. Track number 2.
That's it.
Track number 2. This is a fun game, dude. We could write a blues album. This could be sick, dude.
Yeah, dude. I like the vaguely southern names. Like it could be country, it could be blues, but you know it's misogynistic.
Like for you know they don't accept. You don't know.
Boys Club and Riverboat going down. Those are vaguely misogynistic names.
They're like, listen, we don't accept all groups of people, but I hope you enjoy our tunes. That's most artists in that. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, listen, we don't love everybody, but we hope you like this. Track number 3 is track number 3 is Boys Club is back, but now on the Bayou. Bayou Boys Club.
He's gonna find a new shtick eventually, right?
Nope, he's gonna stick with the Boys Club at all times. If there's one thing I know about Cody, he likes alligator skin and he hates women.
I honestly think a group called the Bayou Boys Club would maybe be like KKK level bad. Like I think that
if they rebranded and hit out on the Mississippi,
You know what I mean? Like
You're
if
not
you
wrong.
heard reports of the Bayou Boys Club meeting up in large groups, you'd be like, I'm getting my wife and kids out of here. I don't even know what they're racist against. It could be other white people. Like, I'm getting
Dude,
everyone
I totally
out of
get
here.
what you're saying. There's a very ominous feel when you hear, like, if you don't know the context and you're like about to run into the Bayou Boys Club, you're like, should we
No,
hide or
it's
get, like, a
100%
gun,
the
or-
KKK. They hired a PR firm and was like,
right.
"You guys need to rebrand."
That's wrong. That's bad. That's a bad take. That name literally is not a positive name. No one would hear that and
That's
think
what I'm
that's
saying.
good.
That's what I'm
sounds
saying.
like a biker gang at best.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same
Yeah,
page, dude.
no,
so why don't you
yeah.
take a seat before
Yeah,
you're
calm-
throwing out
calm
that's
down.
a bad take with you not understanding what we're even fucking saying. We're saying, yeah, it does sound like the KKK, and yeah, it doesn't sound great, but I think we can agree it sounds better.
Dude, I've been pretty fired up today. I went to Best Buy to get some headphones, and I walked in, and the dude was
Do you
like,
think this is gonna beat my Cody story? But go ahead. I mean, it's definitely not gonna beat my voicemail.
I mean, we listened to it twice. That was how good it was. But
Yeah, but it was cool in a highlight video when you edit it.
it will sound cool. No, I fucking walked into Best Buy, and this fucking kid, like our age, is working at the front. Best Buy, I don't know if you've been to one in Corona. They don't just have an open door like everyone
Philly?
else. No, I go to Jersey to shop. I don't shop in Philly anymore.
Which Best Buy? Near where?
That's Cherry Hill. Yeah, so no, but it doesn't matter because I've been to other Best Buys too. They fucking rope it off in the beginning, and you come in and they say, "What are you here for today?" And they ask you about it first. They don't want you just like going around the store. But once you tell them,
Browsing's dead.
dude, browsing's dead. But
No.
but it's like some kind of like fucking Chimera fucking riddle shit where you walk in, you tell them what you're looking for, and then they're like, all right, go ahead. And like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could say TVs and then walk to the fucking refrigerators and fucking like put your kid in it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was about to be a setup of almost like a quest game where they're like, go fucking, you've advanced. Now you have to talk to the Geek Squad member. And you're like, now I'm here. And he's like,
No.
you got to go talk to TVs. And you're like, oh my God.
Fucking, not even the security guard, just some dude working Best Buy who had like the nicest walkie-talkie, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's got an attitude now. He thinks he's the man now that he's vetting everybody, ocular pat down at the door. So yeah, I tell him, I'm here for headphones with the fucking 1/4-inch adapter, right?
Okay.
And he's just like, yeah, I don't think I have any of those, but I do have an adapter. I do have an adapter for it in my home entertainment section. And he kept saying like my and I have, and like it was really bothering me. So I go to the section and he fucking walks over behind me and he's like, no, dude. This is my home video section. My home entertainment section is over here. And he escorts me over. And here's the thing, unless you're Mr. Best Buy or you live there, it's not your home entertainment section.
Yeah, no, I don't think socially I would be ready for that conversation. Like, I think I would just stare at him and be like, am I being punked right now? What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to fight me? What are you doing?
Dude, I waited in line like it was fucking Heaven's Gates to have this dude fucking verify my fucking selection.
Yeah. We don't need you, bud. Why don't you fucking take a hike? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
get out of here, dog.
I don't have anything in the story. I'm looking at the headphones I bought sitting on my counter, and I'm just
I
like,
just think, no, I mean, listen, there's definitely, now, is he an asshole? Maybe. Or is he just mentally so invested into Best Buy that he's like, I'm going to fucking own this company one day and I better fucking act like it.
oh, I mean, that's a pretty good business tactic, right? It's like,
Dude.
dress like the job. You dress for the job you want, not the job you have. But you know what the job he wants is? More Best Buy.
More Best Buy. So he just wakes up, keeps dressing that way.
I wear 2 uniforms every day. I dress for the job I have because I have to, and the job I want because I need to.
I actually wear 2 uniforms a day because I think I'll probably work twice as hard. Just like, what?
Yeah, I usually sweat through the first one.
Yeah,
That's
you're wearing the second one. Yeah.
all right.
Oh, that's awesome,
was
dude.
fun. We
I
got
walked
some out
into
of
I walked into the bathroom earlier, and I had to stop for a second because I was like, dude, I'm looking good today. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just gotta walk in, and you're like, damn, bro.
Is that what's going on? Or are you looking at
Feel
yourself?
that.
Are you checking yourself out right now?
Yo, okay. I know this is at least a fun segment for me. Playing the how many different fucking people I've told that I'm told I look like, but they're always the widest range of people. It's never like you look like this guy, and then somebody else is like, I agree. It's always like somebody being like, you look like Justin Long, and you're like, I don't think I do. And then somebody else is like, Black Hawk Down, and you're like, I don't. Did you just yell a movie at me? What does that mean? Like, I don't even know that actor's name. But I had a coworker text me at midnight 2 nights ago, and he was
wait. Did someone yell Black Hawk Down at you?
Yeah, one time somebody was like, Black Hawk Down, and I was like, I don't know what is that military? And he was like, that's what you look like, and I was like, the movie? And he's like, the main guy in it, and I was like, I don't know his name, and he's like, me neither, that's why I said the title.
Wow, I was about to say, did we run out of that many names so that like actors had to start just picking the most random shit? My name's Black Hawk Down, now put me as Black Hawk Down.
But here's the deal. I now know that guy, that actor, that's what he gets. He's probably always gets Black Hawk Down, and he's like, I know, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
like
famous enough for you to know who I am.
That fucking one movie where they go in the actor's body. I can't remember the name of it. Like you just like got to live in his Freaky Friday with him for a second.
Yes.
You're like,
What?
okay, so I could maybe get someone to buy me drinks out of this, but I don't think I could get sex out of it. Sucks for him. Get another movie.
One of my favorites of all time is the guy at Xfinity who thought I was the player on the Phantoms.
I mean, but just carry yourself that way.
I agreed, but like I was just buying a drink, and he was probably like, this guy, people don't even realize who this guy is. And I'm like, I don't realize who I am right now, But I had a coworker point one out to me that for the first time, based off of the picture, I was like, I could see where you're coming from. And I've also never gotten this one before. Text me at midnight and goes, dude, figured out who you look like. And I was like,
I don't like that he's overtime on this case, dude.
Yeah. Right. I appreciated that he thought of me though.
Like fucking, who is it? Algorithm.
He goes, dude, here I am. And then he texts me and he goes, God damn, how did it feel to date Carmen Electra? And I was like, what? And he just goes, dude, I'm watching this fucking Jane's Addiction old school video right now. And he's like, bro, you look like young Dave Navarro.
No, you don't.
That's what he said, dude. Dude, you kidding me? God, dude, look at the fucking
like
eyebrows.
The Ink Master, dude. You're not the fucking Ink Master.
The Ink Master guy. I'm talking about Dave Navarro. The Ink Master Dave Navarro looks like a hipster grandmother today. Like he looks like that girl you went to high school with who got like tattoos on her face, and you're like, oh, she was so pretty. But dude.
No, my high school was the opposite of that, dude. We had chicks who had tattoos on their faces, and we're like, you're weird. And then we're like, wait, they were hot the whole time.
Dude, you can't even tell, right? Is it me? You can't tell. Boom.
It's the same beard.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
you have the beard of a foreigner.
Dark features. You're gonna tell me that I don't have those same dark features?
No.
You can't say it's out of this fucking dude. I didn't pull up goddamn Fabio and say I looked like Fabio. Like that's ridiculous.
Here's where I am not liking your attitude. Is that you're assuming that I'm saying that because you don't look like him that you're not a handsome boy. I think you look stronger, more masculine than him.
Nobody asked that. That was never in question.
Oh, but I mean that's the judgment of a man, right?
I'm always a man. I'm now trying to be Dave Navarro. I'm trying to be the Ink Master. It's actually, here's the deal. Couple fucked up things about Dave Navarro real quick. His opinion on Ink Master always fucks somebody over. Just gonna say that right now. It always fucks somebody over because producers are like, let's get 2 tattoo guys and a host who has tattoos, and they'll decide who's the best tattoo artist. And whenever there's a split vote, it's always like, I guess Dave gets to decide now. And Dave's always like, I actually liked Bruce's tattoo. And then like other people are like, God damn it, Dave. That one just has more skulls.
Dude, Dave Navarro is not just a guy who has a bunch of tattoos. He's a guy who is super fucked up and barely remembers getting most of his tattoos, okay?
Yeah, which is awesome.
They booked him on the show. He's like, oh, fuck, I guess I do have a couple of those, huh?
Also, kind of fucked up, Dave Navarro replaced the guitar player in the Red Hot Chili Peppers for like an album because they were like, we need a new guitar player. this Dave guy's pretty cool. He's already in another band, but he said he would like help us out with this album until we find a new guitar player. And then he stayed in it for like actually like a year or two, like just fucking jamming with the Chili Peppers. And then the Chili Peppers were
Just
inducted.
jamming with the Chili Peppers, dude.
Yeah. Then the Chili Peppers were inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they inducted all of their previous members except for Dave Navarro. And Dave was apparently furious. And their only excuse was, I mean, he's going to get in one day with Jane's Addiction. And you're like, well, I don't know, man. Let him get in twice. Like, I don't know. Like,
No, I'm actually so for it, because the albums that Dave worked on were like some of the worst Chili Peppers albums, and fucking like
that's his fault though.
He didn't contribute to. All right, so no, it's not his fault, but it's the Chili Peppers' fault. So so their contributions to music were earlier in their career, right?
If you make the hacky joke, I'm gonna fight you.
What's the hacky joke?
If you make the hacky joke that they make all their songs about Southern California, we will fight on this podcast right now.
I don't give a shit about that. Write about whatever you're.
That's where I thought it was coming.
I want about it spouse. They fucking sing songs about the ocean constantly. Like, I don't care about that. No, I just think that all their contributions to music came way earlier in their career. Even when John Frusciante was still in the band, they still weren't like doing anything really. They were just being a big band. Like, you know what I mean? Like U2 at a certain point, they're just a band that exists. Like,
yeah, but that's every band. I don't understand. You're just saying a very general thing about a band right now.
Well, so I'm
not disagreeing. I just want to hear.
I think that their merits that get them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame are specifically the early ones. I think if they just had their later albums, then they wouldn't have made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I disagree.
I don't know.
I disagree. They've been around since the mid 80s, and honestly, a lot of their songs that I like a lot came in the 2000s.
Okay.
So that's newer. That's on the back end, and I'd say most of the songs that you like are actually on the back end. I don't think you realize it.
I don't think you know what Chili Pepper songs I like.
I could guess, and I bet you it's not the stuff from the 80s.
I
bet you it's not the 80s Chili Pepper stuff. I bet you it's the late 90s, early 2000s to mid 2000s, if I had to guess.
I like Blood, Sex, Sugar, Magic. That's the only one that I like actually have.
That's the only one that you actually have?
Yeah.
And you're going to make comments about their discography, and you have one of their fucking albums? You piece of shit.
Right, because
that's like me watching fucking one Star Wars movie, and it's fucking Phantom Menace, and I'm like,
I watched one of them. I bought one of them.
Oh, well, you're just an idiot. Who buys fucking music?
It was an older one. Oh my god, dude.
Man, you're stupid.
No, you're stupid.
You're older than me too. You should have been able to find LimeWire or something, bro. Who buys music? Who buys albums?
When did this album come out? I'm literally looking this up.
Go ahead, look it up, dude. Look it up right now. I freaking dare you, bro.
This has been such a fucking technical episode, man.
Why?
Oh, no. I just mean, like, we're looking things up. We're sending emails. Like, I'm over here on...
Oh, yeah, I'm sending voicemails and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out in 1991. So I bought that in, like, fucking the late 90s when I was a kid. And fucking probably didn't even have a fucking computer.
Yeah, I'm just saying that they've had some good songs that came out in the 2000s that I think if they're a band from the late to mid 80s, that's a pretty. But I'm saying though that you
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame worthy.
Okay, I mean, hey, you have a greatest hits album. If you could have a greatest hits album and fill it out honestly, you probably put up enough body of work. And I will say this: let's just say Californication.
We have a greatest hits playlist on YouTube. We do have that.
Yeah, but not one that people would pay us to put out.
No, I'm just telling our fans so they should go.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm also plugging things.
And maybe they should pay you guys. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying, ready? Here. Want to hear something insane? Actually, I read the Scar Tissue. It's the book on Anthony Kiedis, and the whole reason I read that book is because I opened it up in Barnes and Noble one time to like the middle of the book, and the first thing what?
Titties?
I like the titties. That's not what I was talking about, though.
My dad ripped all the titties out of mine when he found them.
That's bullshit. You know what's fun? It's fun to read the story, and then you go back and you go, oh, that's what that bitch looked like. oh shit, I wonder if she knew that you put her titties in this book. You know what I mean? Like that's like what I would think. But I'd be like, oh, I didn't even know. Like I remember, you know, this song was written about this person, and it's cool to see what that person looked like. But I opened it up, and like the one page was just like, so there I was, you know, like 12 years old in the kitchen, just doing black tar heroin, and I was like, what? I need to buy this. Like this seems crazy.
You're like, wow, I really am behind the other boys. The only thing I remember from that book, well, all right, two things I remember from that book. Him talking about his dad being nicknamed Spider with a Y.
Yeah.
Because he used to do a bunch of cocaine, and one time he scaled 8 stories up fucking Keith Moon's hotel to fuck some chick. And
here's what you can't say about the Chili Peppers. You can't say that Flea and Anthony Kiedis aren't fucking living the full rock star lifestyle.
I don't think a guy who looks like Flea was meant to live like Flea. I think that's why he's like falling apart, is because like, I don't know, dude.
Falling apart?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind? Dude's like 60, 70 years old, and he doesn't stop moving on stage. He moves around better than like 26-year-olds. Flea is an animal. He brings all of the energy for a bass player.
Is Flea not falling apart? How old is Flea?
No, Flea's awesome. Flea, I saw Flea in a video the other day.
Google Flea, the animal comes up.
Dude, Flea is an animal.
I mean, yo, he's moving around like crazy, but he don't look too good. I think that's probably where.
Neither does Mick Jagger, but no, was gonna say that boy don't move.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No, he looks like I thought. We can say he's not falling apart though. But I'm just saying, like his body's
in pretty good shape.
But yeah, he looks old as shit, and he wasn't meant to do as many drugs and fuck as many bitches as he did.
I disagree. I feel like you look at somebody like Willie Nelson and you're like, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. And he's still fucking standing. And you're like, I mean, who the fuck am I to say that? You know what I mean? Like you hear of a war veteran who's 103 years old and you're like, you survived 2 world wars and you drink whiskey and smoke cigars every day? How are you alive? And he's like, because I fucking can be. You're like,
I'm saying he's allowed to be old. I'm just saying that like, I feel like he has this vibe to him and this face to him that maybe say that like he wasn't supposed to be one of the cool kids, and instead he learned to slap the bass.
Are you judging a 70-year-old man on how popular he should have been?
Yeah.
He was a music nerd. He was exactly as popular as he should have been. And then somebody liked his music and they put him in a band and then he
got
escalated.
Popular. Yeah.
But he should be. He's a great bass player. But you can't look at a man and go, the vibe I'm getting from you is that you're not that cool.
But what I'm saying is like Flea
Dude, you're so materialistic.
I'm materialistic.
I'm somebody who just likes the music, and you're somebody.
I'm saying he's like this chill ass dude who was supposed to be a music nerd, maybe be a music teacher or something. And instead, he ends up doing so much cocaine and heroin, and like his body looks like maybe it wasn't made to do cocaine and heroin.
Here's the deal: if you're gonna sit here on my podcast and body shame Flea, one of the great bass players of our lifetime, I'm not gonna allow it. I'm not going to allow it.
Hall of Fame bass player.
Hall of Fame bass player. I mean,
you can't say that. You or Dave Navarro.
Well, it's because, he didn't play bass.
Yeah, he was playing guitar, which is a little.
Yeah, I know. I know. No,
but you can't. Evan, am I crazy? There are some similar features between me and young Dave Navarro here. Do you disagree?
Okay, the only features that you guys have are in that picture.
If you name every aspect of my face, I'll lose my mind. If you say my eyebrows, hair, the facial hair, like if you name like every fucking thing that's taking up my face right now, I'll lose my mind.
Like skin tone.
No. How about this? It's
skin tone too?
some of those things, but then you have like the actual face part. Very, very different.
Okay, if somebody was like, is that Geoff playing guitar right now? Wouldn't you be like, I feel like it might be?
See,
no.
Dude, you're a liar.
Rusty, tell me, how about this?
Everybody knows my nipples pierced. Everybody knows that.
Well, yeah.
Like, no, honestly, you look like you might not be pierceable. Like, you don't look like a really pierceable guy.
I'm impenetrable.
It just didn't work. Why?
People try to give me STDs all the time. It never works.
Dude, I feel like now Impenetrable Barn Cat Boys Club sounds like some Coney 2012 shit. Like
Impenetrable Dave Navarro would be track number 3 or number 4.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would, dude. Yes, it would.
I will say Dave Navarro does look like the coolest magician of all time. Like,
Well,
which sucks for him because he's not a magician, but like,
I mean, guys, we know that I used to do bully magic. We all know that. So I'm kind of listen. If you're telling me I don't give off this fucking like at a quick glance right now, you ready? Ready? I'm gonna just go by the screen, and I'm telling you right now. Ready? Holy shit! Somebody was like, "Was that Chris Angel or Dave Navarro?" They have no idea. They have no idea
That was a blur.
because I'm bringing fucking blur magic, baby.
all they know is it probably got called gay in middle school.
And it makes us stronger. Dude, yo, you know what I just thought of real quick?
Actually,
Go ahead, you finish.
It's the Barn Cat Boys Club, and it's just you, Dave Navarro, and Chris Angel.
And Chris Angel's like, for my next trick, I'll convince everybody that we all look alike. Mind freak.
Yo, it's actually a pickup artist show, though.
Do you know what's funny? Every magician has to like have it. We talk about magic way too much in this fucking podcast.
Magic, animals, and nicknames.
Yeah, we talk about it's like our wheelhouse. But you know what I don't like when magicians are like, "Listen, I don't fit a mold. This is the kind of magic I do," and you're like, "But is that?" I don't know if that's magic. I don't know if that's just like a thing you like. Did you see David Blaine on Rogan? Okay, I only watched some of it. I didn't watch. I know I've seen the frog trick before, so I skipped that. But did you see his whole thing with dice?
No, all I know is somebody told me about the whole episode. I actually do want to watch it.
For the dice thing, he's just like, I'm really lucky with dice. Like, I obviously can't do magic because that would be against what I do morally or whatever. And he's like, but I'm really lucky with dice. And you go, okay. And he's like, go ahead, mix it up in your hand. And then Rogan just puts it down on the table and covers his hand with it. And he goes, 5. And then I'll like lift it up and it's a fucking 5. And I'm just like, okay, that's not being lucky. You're not like 4. Nailed it. I'm really like he in his head, he's like, I know what it's gonna be. I know what it is. And you go, yeah, no, but so then you could say it. Don't say it's not magic and then guess everything correctly and be like, luck. Like a casino mob boss wouldn't believe you. You know what I mean? Like,
especially when your business card says magician. Like, you can't be like,
he walks into casinos and like apparently like immediately they're like, and they're hawking him, and he's just like, you guys can watch me. I don't care. And he fucking just does pretty well. Like. And like, what do you do? Can you kick him out, or like by the time do you grab him, and you bring him to the back? Is it really just an empty suit, and you're just like, where'd he go?
Yo, can you explain his new trick to me? Because the person who explained it to me is like, no. Okay. So apparently his big new trick that everyone's supposed to tune in for is he's like floating up on like weather balloons to a certain height, and when he's up there he's gonna like do a parachute that's like attached, and then
he just does things and then he's like
magic. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Like, he holds his breath for 12 minutes and then he's like, I'm actually really good at holding my breath. It's magic.
I'm really lucky with holding my breath.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm just really good at it. And you're like, no, I mean, like, it just seems like David Blaine's kind of magic is he's like, I constantly am training my body to do this. Like, he's always like preparing for a Guinness World Record, like, and then just like people are like, why are you trying to do this so hard? And he's just like, because I'm a magician.
Well, it's probably so hard to think of new tricks. You know what I mean? Like, as a magician, like at a certain point, it's like, all right, I'm gonna escape these chains. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna turn this can into an apple. Until you can do that, you're not allowed to move on until the next fucking trick. Figure that one out. Think of things that people are like, that can't be done. I need you to turn money into hand sanitizer. And if you can't do it, I don't want to see your next trick.
Damn, dude, with the headset on, you sound like a ShamWow guy for magicians. You're like...
I fucking would be a ShamWow guy for magician. Dude, just a magic dealer. Do you know? I'll show you magic. Selling fake magic items to magicians. That's magic.
You're just like a fucking traveling gypsy salesman.
So you do realize that those magicians, the ones that you're speaking of, the one that you want to be, selling fake magician shit to magicians, was the same people who sold that bullshit to you when you were a kid.
Yeah, and guess what? They got me.
They did.
So they kind of fucking nailed it. Yo, I just thought of this. You know, how in Heroes, right? Because you were a Heroes guy, correct?
Yeah.
And Heroes, we can all agree, Heroes was great for a season or two, and then boy, it went downhill faster than any show I've ever seen in my life, other than Game of Thrones. And Hayden Panettiere, saved the cheerleader, saved the world. She could get hurt, but then she would like heal herself, right? So like, what is that power technically? Is it like
regeneration?
Healing, regeneration,
cellular regeneration.
So let me ask you this, hypothetically speaking, of course. Hypothetically, let's say somebody were to sleep with Hayden Panettiere. Not me. I have a girlfriend, but somebody were to do it, right? And let's say they gave her, hypothetically, herpes, right? Does she have herpes, or does it go away?
I think it becomes stronger.
Can Hayden Panettiere in Heroes get STDs, or does she not have to wear condoms? Not her, you know what I mean?
Like if she fucked Wolverine.
Like if she got chlamydia, does she just not have it anymore?
What happens if she gets an abortion?
Every time they go to do it, they're like, we can't do it. Okay, so she can't. She has to wear condoms then. She has to wear condoms. Okay. Wow.
Oh, all right. So that was the true question. We found the roundabout way of getting there.
Thank you. Man, mine was, I do feel like despite mine feeling like a gross topic, I do feel like mine was more wholesome than yours.
Yeah, but, I really cut to the heart of the matter. Can I?
Oh my God.
What, now? So now we finally cook up the riffs a notch and now it's too much?
No, dude. Cook up the riffs? Dude.
Regenerating abortions, dude.
Dude. First of all, I'm somebody who's just trying to find out about a fictional character's well-being, okay? That's all I'm doing. What are you doing?
Hang on. Do you have herpes?
What? Do you have the ability to read minds? Are you that guy? I love that they gave the guy like the ability to read minds, like where he actually could use it, as opposed to like the fucking trash man. He's like, what am I gonna do with this fucking power? Like, just
or the
paranoid all goddamn day.
Generate.
Like that works. But imagine like the mathlete who's like, I don't get hurt, and you're like, man, you're really wasting a lot of that power, huh? Like
paper cut.
Club? Okay. That's what I mean. Like they actually give it to the best people. Like imagine if Wolverine was actually like a fucking pussy, but they gave that dude those powers. And you're
like bone claws, like.
Yeah, like you're
like Carell and the 40-year-old virgin. He's like, all right, I don't want to freak you out, but I have these bone claws.
Yeah, right. Like there's, for example, you're looking at like the X-Men or something, and you're like, well, in theory, there's like 20 to 30 people on this planet that actually have these super abilities. What if they don't fucking want to do it? You know what I mean? Like, what if they're like, I don't know, man. My whole goal was like I was gonna be a fucking doctor, and they're like, yeah, I know. Now you have like swords
like
out of your fists.
Comedy. Like we might have had other things we could have been really good at, and we decided we were gonna do this because we were like, oh, superpower.
Doing this, I could be really good at and hate myself, so that's a plus.
Yo, you know what the X-Men movies always fuck me up on?
What's that? Because I will say, I'm gonna preface it with, I didn't see all of them.
So like the first three anyway, because I didn't see the new ones or anything. Like, who's fucking Jean Grey? Is it Cyclops or Wolverine? Because I always thought it was Cyclops.
Both.
The
thing about super chicks, there aren't a lot of them, so they share them.
And she can read minds, dude. If she's finna get it,
she's like, listen, I know all your secrets, and I'm still cool with it. And you're like, yes. Like she's probably like the fucking end all be all of like, all right, I think I'm a pretty good dude.
Wait, now that I think of it, she kind of fucked the only two dudes who were like options for her to fuck. Because every other dude in the X-Men was either like a hairy monster, a child, or paraplegic.
Hey.
Or made of metal.
Are you trying to say they don't fucking deserve love too, dude? Because I think they deserve love.
I'm just saying that.
Hey.
I'm saying that she deserves love, and like the paraplegic deserves love, but she deserves love, So like, if I love somewhere else because their love is mutually exclusive.
Their love can be mutually exclusive. I don't care. I don't care if they're mutually exclusive, bro. That's not on me. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, I feel like, for example, Dave Navarro could be Wolverine right now, but he's like, I fucking love me some goddamn guitar. Like, what if? You know what I mean? Like, what if
I don't follow that line of thought at all?
first of all, they all look alike. You know what I mean? Dave Navarro could be Wolverine. That's easy. Anthony Kiedis and Flea could both play Cyclops. You know what I mean? They share an eye. But they're Siamese twins that are like connected by the head.
Cyclops, so.
Huh?
Apparently Flea's too cool to be Cyclops, so.
Flea's awesome. And Cyclops isn't that cool. I will stand by that. I will say. I feel like they wanted him to be cool. I feel like they really wanted him to be cool, and I just didn't think he was that cool.
It's like that Captain America thing where I feel like it's just like an outdated take on what's cool. Where they're like, you know what's cool? Being the captain of your sports team and getting straight A's. Like.
Yes. I don't know, man. I feel like I was gonna say something. This cat fucking threw me off.
Yeah, I saw it, dude. But honestly, I was happy that your like reflexes were like so well tuned because that could have just as easily have been a burglar with a bell on. You know?
Dude, I know a lot of murdered on a podcast. Could you guys turn this into a murder mystery podcast?
Barn Cat Burglars. They did it.
Barn Cat Burglars. Cody's next.
Now that song.
Cody's next is the next track. Dude, I can't wait to tell Cody we wrote him a fucking 5-track goddamn blues album. So sick.
I like the idea of just coming up with song names is writing an album. like yeah, dude, we wrote an album.
Yeah, it's like when somebody has an idea but says it's an invention.
Make track 6, I think it would be named Cody. Because you'd have Cody's next and then Cody. Just to keep going with it. And then track 7 or something like that. I mean, shit.
Cody was about to be like, dude, that was a stupid title for a song, but then you explained it. I was like, oh, now I get it. But at first I was like, Cody? That's not even a good name, dude. But no, it actually fits perfectly. Yeah. Cody's next would be like a fucking like skit. It wouldn't even be a song.
Like an interlude. It would be the short little thing.
Yeah. And then oh man, how many piercings do you think Cody would have?
Probably none that you could see when he has clothes on. You know what I mean? Like I think he would have both nipples. I think you get the Prince Albert and maybe some kind of taint thing that I don't know, like a taint industrial.
Four then. About 4.
Yeah. I bet you he's the first one to start sporting clavicle rings.
I don't think
he'd be getting that on.
I don't know. I feel like now that John Cena doesn't wrestle, he might have clavicle rings.
Did you see John Cena? And listen, it looks good, but did you see John Cena's character in fucking Suicide Squad?
Yeah. I
don't like John Cena.
Okay, I don't think he can act. He cannot. People think he can.
No, he can't, and that's literally it was just WWE pushing him too hard. Like they were like, this is our guy, and the public's like, we don't want him. No. And then, like I said, we'd already did this riff before, but then fucking Dave Bautista came in and he was like, I can fucking act better than you in 3 seconds. Here I am in a Marvel movie. And you're like, whoa, John Cena's worked his whole career to get into a Marvel movie.
Yo, I honestly, I think the only role John Cena could have done in a Marvel movie was Vin Diesel's. They could have made him Groot, and that was about it, dude.
Doesn't have the range. Doesn't have the range for it.
Don't think it's the range for Groot?
No.
I don't know either.
No.
Yo, honestly, Vin Diesel has range.
Vin Diesel took that role too serious.
His singing, dude?
He started as a stage actor.
But he's singing.
We're not going to talk about Vin Diesel singing because this podcast will go on for another hour of me shitting on it.
Oh, wait, there is one music thing I want to talk about. Did you hear about the fucking festival that they threw in California?
No, so it couldn't have been that good.
Dude, that's true. No, a bunch of people were mad Burning Man got canceled. They threw their own Burning Man, like an unofficial one, and a bunch of people died and fucking the cops showed up and they said that it was a Black Lives Matter protest so that the cops left. But really it was just a bunch of white girls with dreads, your favorite, doing drugs in California in the desert.
I don't even know. God, I'm trying to think if I was the judge on this case. I don't know what penalty I would give them because it feels like
I feel like that's got to be its own.
You can't lie about that. You know, you can't.
No, seriously, it's like when people run false flag shits. You know what I mean? You wear the fucking Black Lives Matter thing and you go beat up Juicy A Silva or whatever his name is.
I think I've mentioned this before, but one time I went to go to this I was looking up haunted houses to go to back in the day, like when I was with my ex, and I was looking up haunted houses to go to, and I was like, I don't know, like 18, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna find a really cool one, and it's gonna be scary, and nobody's gonna know about it. And I end up accidentally not realizing that I didn't read a flyer for a haunted house. It was something else entirely, because when I showed up, I pulled up, and as I was driving by it, there was like a teepee that was on fire with white people and glow sticks dancing around it. And I was like, I think I took us to a rally. Hold on. No.
Like, there are some real dark figures in this house. This is a haunted home, and we're gonna exorcise demons.
Yeah. How many like towns and police officers do you think would just allow a public fire? This one was the size of a teepee, and nobody was policing.
Wait, is it the size of a teepee, or is it a teepee?
When it's up in flames, it's hard to tell, but it was definitely an upside down cone.
A teepee, once you leave a teepee in the fire for a little bit, it starts looking a lot like a bonfire.
It starts to look like a lot like a big fire.
Are very similar.
But dude, I'll tell you right now, I remember being like, I gotta go back and look at that flyer. I don't remember what I read. I think it was like it was one of those things where it was like it mentioned hell, and it mentioned like get your tickets, and I was like, I think this is it. I'm gonna order myself a ticket.
I feel like this might have just been like the best scheme ever, where they just tried to appeal to every demographic. They were like, we're gonna have racists, we're gonna have ravers, we're gonna have homeless people who need a place to cook their beans, haunted house fans. We're gonna the pumpkin spice girls. We'll fucking.
I've never, and then like.
Because you're going with your girlfriend, right? You're going with your girlfriend.
And then I had to leave because I was like, hey, I actually didn't find us a haunted house, but let's go home after driving 45 minutes to this white rally that I didn't know was happening. And this was like when Obama was in office. So like those people must have really wanted to have a rally to do it, because
I'm so confused by the glow sticks. Like that's what's throwing me off here.
No, I know.
Because fire and glow sticks, those
simulate fun.
I feel like they're the opposites of the same thing. You know what I mean? Like glow sticks and fire.
Fire could be dangerous, but glow sticks could be fun. But either way, it's going to light up your way.
Like you wouldn't use one as the other, but like they fill out a Venn diagram. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't cook food over a glow stick, and you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's what I'm saying though. But then people were like rain dancing as well, almost to be like, I hope this fire gets put out.
Oh, I mean, maybe it was their teepee.
Maybe they were just like, fuck, firemen aren't coming soon.
All right, here's what I'm thinking happened, right? Some white, like, raver, like, dread hippie girls were like, let's go appropriate some culture. So they built a teepee. Native American god got mad, zapped it with lightning, set it on fire, and they're like, oh, fuck, rain dance, we're going to double down.
Wait, you think, okay, so every time someone's been like, oh, God, strike me down or whatever like that, you think that they've just been secretly talking to the wrong person, and it's actually the Native American god who has all the lightning power? You think the Native American god's Zeus?
No. I think everyone's got their own gods, and I think that they only listen to people who aren't in their group. Like, I don't think God cares about your group, but he hears you talking shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Could you imagine if all of, like, everybody's religious gods were just, like, sitting in the fucking room, like, they think I'm the only one. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like they're playing cards, and like one of us plays, and they're like, "Oh, someone go get the door." All right, Buddha, go get the door.
Exactly, and they're just like, God, man, those guys are taking it a little too seriously down there. I mean, we're all hanging out.
Jesus is feeling super overworked. All these prayers. It's another one for you, Jesus. Yeah, America. They love you.
Like, how mad do you think? How mad do you think like somebody of like like a Hindu person or something like that would be to find out like if these people were sitting in this room that you're talking about, Geoff, just to find out that God, like the God that they were talking to, was like, you know what? Hey, you can go get him this time, dude. You got it. What if they found out later that the god that was serving them was a completely different one every time?
It's especially because like you're talking like a group that is multiple gods. So it's like they already believe in a pantheon of gods, but then they got all these bonus gods, like these DLC gods.
Hear that, or is that me?
I hear that too.
I don't hear it.
You're coming in like
microphone.
yeah, it's something just happened.
Is it happening?
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh yeah, it sounds like the microwave exploded full of popcorn.
It's like worse now.
Yeah, what did you do?
I just fixed the cord.
Did you break the podcast? Oh, now we have to end it. Oh, now we have to end the podcast.
How far in are we? Are we at end time?
What did you say? We're at an hour and 6 minutes, man. It's fine though.
Just mute him. We'll fucking end this goddamn podcast
Holy
on that note.
shit.
Oh, you sound terrible, dude.
Yeah,
Don't even talk.
happened.
Don't even talk. It sounds good right now. Don't talk. Don't. Go ahead.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Rusty ruined it. All right. I can't wait to set up my microphone, the same exact one for next week. That'll be fun. All right. Well, fucking, that was cool. We'll just end on that.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, little nigga bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even pass me that, I don't want none of it. These niggas mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that